Our lecture today is about leading theories of economic development. Mainly, there are 5 main approaches of economic development theories. They are number 1, linear stages. Number 2, structural change. Number 3, international dependence revolution. Number 4, new classical theories. And finally, number 5, endogenous or new model. In our lecture today, we are going to talk about the first 2 approaches, which are linear stages and structural change. With respect to linear stages, we are going to talk about 2 main theories. Rostow stages of growth and Harrod-Dommer growth model. Both models depends on investment, or believe that in order to increase economic growth, you have to increase investment. Let's start with number 1, which is Rostow's stage of growth. According to Rostow, each country, in order to achieve or to transfer from underdeveloped to developed, they have to pass through 5 main stages or steps. Number 1, traditional society. During the first stage, the economy is characterized by depending on agriculture or hunting and gathering. So this is the traditional one. In case of agriculture sector, the economic growth rate is very low compared to the industrial sector. So if the economy depends mainly on agriculture, this means that the growth rate is very low. Then we have to move to number 2, which is preconditions for takeoff. During this stage, external demand for raw material is going to increase. As a result, countries has to produce more of these raw materials and get more money from selling these products abroad. And this is considered to be the first actual stage to move toward a more faster economic growth. Okay. Number 3, take-off stage. During this stage, the economy has to increase investment in specific sectors or industries. so as in order to increase growth rate widely or rapidly. Stage number 4, drive to maturity. Here the economy reaches the level of maturity. At this stage, the economy would like to expand in terms of the industries, to have many different industries. Instead of in stage number 3 takeoff, we are going to invest in specific industries, but in number 4 we are going to use a varieties of industries. Stage number 5, or the last one, mass consumption. As the economy become mature enough, so now we are going to target our production to satisfy needs, luxury needs of the consumers, instead of this time, and this is GDP growth rate. We have 3 main phases: pre-saving ratio, or marginal propensity to save. Investment is an accumulation of capital or change in capital. This is the addition to the capital stock. So we can write it as I equal a change in capital. While a change in capital is proportional to income as well. So we can write it as small k change in Y, while small k is capital output ratio.